Already, some of you had seen on television, it appears AJ Steele may have suffered eye damage because of a cigar that was put there. I understand he's seeking treatment with Dr. Gayton. We're going to have an update on him very soon. But right now, I'm joined by Sal Rinauro. We have a first-round match here in the Rampage Cup with the last year's Tag Team of the Year, the Washington Bullets, here in the state of Georgia against the Jimmy Rave approved team of Chip Day and Corey Hollis.
Bill, since I've seen the brackets laid out on RampageProWrestling.com, this is the match I've been looking forward to the most out of the first round. I think these two teams are going to blend style, substance, speed, everything. Wrestling, I'm very excited about this match we have here.
Go behind sloppy there by Corey Hollis, just picks him up and drops him right there. Corey Hollis getting a little cockier with each day. It's part of the process, it appears, of his maturation. I'm not sure it's positive maturation here in Rampage Pro Wrestling and the wrestling business in general, but no denying the considerable wrestling skill of Corey Hollis.
Well, Bill Behrens, Jimmy Rave has dubbed Corey Hollis his wrestling machine. And that's not just a cute little nickname to put on billboards and put on ads. Corey Hollis literally is a wrestling machine. The guy lives on the mat. The guy can stretch you in ways the human body isn't ever meant to go.
Control right now in the middle of the ring. Hollis control with the side headlock. Of course, Jimmy Rave has also referred to Chip Day as the original strawberry shortcake.
Well,
not sure the same respect being shown to Chip Day. Day, in fact, has been recently defending Davey Richards in conversations with Jimmy Rave.
I didn't say Jimmy Rave was the best nicknamer. I just said Corey Hollis is a wrestling machine. But for the gall that Chip Day chose to defend Davey Richards to Jimmy Rave, it's surprising that he was the first man that was approved, Chip Day was, for him to speak up to Jimmy. Now that this faction is, it seemed to be coming together so tightly with Patrick Bentley being removed. You got to wonder what's going through Chip Day's head.
Now Day brought back in, taken down.
Headlock takeover is what's going through Chip Day's head.
Very much so. Washington Bullets now here in control. Brother team with the Williams brothers.
And Bill, you got to, this is a different style from the Bullets than we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing high impact tag team maneuvering here, but they're really slowing down the pace of the match, and they're showing that they can go hold for hold on the mat with the Rave approved members. I spoke to both John and Trey before we came on the air today, and both of them were looking forward to proving something in this tag team tournament. They felt that they were voted the tag team of the year last year, and they come into this tournament with the finest teams in Georgia, and they've got a lot on their head. They've got the bearing of that pressure on their shoulders, and they've got a point to prove this throughout this tournament if they're able to get through the first round.
They've had a sort of an interesting back and forth confrontation with Hot Like Lava. I think in the long run, while that's caused them their undefeated streak, it's also helped them develop as a better tag team in the process. I noticed that the Bullets were spending a lot of time trying to impress more than control their opponents, and I think they've learned now that controlling their opponents and taking advantage of the unspoken communication they have as brothers has proved to be the greater advantage than rapid-fire double-team maneuvers that they were using in their early matches. It seemed the wrestlers caught on to that style, and now that they're changing up the style, I think you're going to see them regain the early success they had. Right there, though, you see an example, counter, back with the back elbow. Hollis comes over, slingshot, advantage right there, and now they only barely caught him with that, but it was enough to take him down, hook him, but you see only a one count.
It's only a one count, Bill, but you got to know, a swift, even if it's just a toe to the jaw, it puts you in a bad place, especially after you're hot-shotted across that cable that is the top rope there. Hollis and Day working together as a team now, and you got to wonder, they know that Washington Bullets are coming into this match as the tag team of the year. They've got a point to prove as well. It looked like a head and arm suplex there by Corey Hollis, going back to his wrestling roots, and that's why Corey Hollis might be one of the most dangerous. Trey Williams in the ring is on the brunt end of Corey Hollis, going to work and doing what he does best, Bill, and that is being a wrestling machine.
Caught right there, putting pressure on the Williams brother. Hooks him by the face, ripping the face apart.
Yeah, well, the Washington Bullets.
I was trying to think of a name for that, but I just don't think there really is a name for ripping your face apart.
I believe it's the face ripper.
Yeah.
I believe technical terms are thrown out the window once you start clawing at a man's face.
Very much.
Oh, that wasn't a claw to the face. That was just a full-blown fist, Bill. And that almost looked to wake Trey up, Bill. He came firing out of the buckle.
Oh, kick to the leg right there.
Oh,
Chip Day.
good.
Kicks are very dangerous. You know, we were talking about chicks. Well, he's putting over Jimmy Raver Boo, but in the process, he takes out a math guard, which has sort of become a signature of Davey Richards and his entire group of athletes.
Well, that's the thing is, you know, Chip Day changed his style going back over a year ago. Once he became approved, he changed his style from being a flyer to being more of a striker.
Ooh, step up in Zaguri, catches him solid on the side of the head, goes to cover, hooks all the body weight on Trey, but still able to kick out.
But Chip almost while he was approved, he almost modeled a lot of his offense after the Davey Richards style, the judo, the strikes. You got to wonder where Chip Day is in the road right now. Is he at a block as to whether he wants to be more like Davey or he wants to follow Jimmy Rave? Because since, just to put it bluntly, since joining Jimmy Rave approved, Chip Day has succeeded far more in pro wrestling than he ever had before. He's a former television champion, Bill. He's traveling the country, and that's because Jimmy Rave's tutelage.
Very much so. One of the things we've noticed, I know, Sal, you've noticed over the years watching the young athletes in professional wrestling is periodically they come into the business with an athlete that they respect, maybe even idolize.
Yes.
Chip Day is, and sometimes it can be a detriment. I know at one time Chip Day was extremely fond of the maneuvers and the wrestling style of then Matt Seidel, now Evan Bourne in World Wrestling Entertainment, and used to use a diversity of his maneuvers, but he found over time that he wasn't really finding his own way in the process. Now he's modified his style, uses very little of that anymore, and he's modified to his own style, but now he's found that some of the style of Davey Richards he can adapt into his style. The question is he going to adapt into his style, or is he going to get back into emulating someone else's style?
And that's the question that only Chip Day can answer and only the future can answer, Bill. There's nothing wrong with taking from what's proven. People throw chops, not because Ric Flair was throwing chops, because Wahoo McDaniel threw chops.
Very much so.
The chop is a very effective maneuver if applied correctly. These kicks that Chip Day throws are very dangerous when he applies them correctly. But you got to wonder, is Chip Day being Chip Day, or is Chip Day just being a fan of Davey Richards? Right now, Chip Day's being dominant in the ring with Trey Williams.
Well, there's already a Davey Richards, and you're really not going to make your reputation by being the clone of Davey Richards or Davey Richards 2, because that guy is going to always be better than you at being himself. Chip Day, I think, as with all young athletes, and we aren't just talking about Chip Day, we're talking about Corey Hollis, who's younger than Chip Day in the business, only 3 years in the business, and a big AJ Styles fan.
Yes, and while I can't blame him, I mean, who isn't an AJ Styles fan? Corey Hollis is modifying his skill set, his move set, to be more like Corey Hollis's and less like AJ Styles, and that's something you've got to keep in the back of your mind. If you can prepare for an AJ Styles at one point, then you could prepare for a Corey Hollis.
Oh, look at Hollis, and managed to maintain his footing, but still loses his opponent, and now into the ring.
Here comes
House of
John.
Fire. John is tearing up in the ring, blow after blow,
And
takes down both Day and Hollis.
And this is where the Bullets are dangerous, Bill, when they get the momentum behind them. When they start, big kick right to the chest there. When the Washington Bullets are feeling the momentum, when they're able to pick up the speed of these contests, Bill, is when they're at their most dangerous, because that's the speed they like. Full force forward.
Whoa, blocked that effectively, and down with the leg lariat.
It's a big move there, Bill. The Washington Bullets are in the zone. John here off that tag is feeling good.
Little bit of a fight there by Hollis, trying to gain positioning, but he's forced back into the corner, thrown across by John. Reversal again, but Hollis was able to block it and able to force him back in the corner. The strength of Hollis proved to be an advantage there.
And again, it's Corey Hollis being the wrestling machine, trip there. And here's this is what the Washington Bullets are very great at, Bill. It's neutralizing an opponent, it's using double team maneuvers. Only two there on the big drop kick there by Trey.
But now they've learned to wait for those maneuvers until they've softened down their opponents. But Chip Day smartly and behind the referee yanks out one to take him out, and now it's really a 2-on-1 situation.
And now John, the legal man, is stuck in the turnbuckle there, Bill, and it really is 2-on-1. Trey took a swift kick right to the temple there. Oh!
That's got to hurt.
That was a head sandwich. Hold the mayo.
And a little bit more into the corner, knees to the chest, forcing the head back. There's no give over in that corner.
None whatsoever. This match is almost.
Look at that.
Look at that. That was brilliant. What Trey did there was he pushed Corey Hollis into the breaking up the pin there. That was smart tag team maneuvering. That was smart brothers. They're working together as a team because they've been working together as a team their whole life. Angle slam attempt there, but arm dragged out.
Uh-oh.
Collision in the ring, and there's a back cracker. Oh,
Look
my
at
goodness.
The
what an
elevation on Hollis.
This could be it, Bill. Oh.
Both men down. And wait a minute, now Hot Like Lava all of a sudden are out.
Here we go.
There's been an ongoing problem with, well, no, but no problem right there.
I think the Bullets might have known in the back of their mind. The Hot Like Lava was waiting for him. Here we go. Stereo dives.
Down they go, and
All 6
Washington
men.
Bullets are on fire. Both of them are up and down still. Are the Jimmy Raver Proof team into the ring? Legal man.
John's in the ring. Oh, there's that back elbow, Bill.
Trey going in, but
Hey, look, Trey's being held back by Hot Like Lava. Oh, no, come on. I cannot believe it, Bill. Moving on to the second round of the Rampage Cup is the Raver Proof team. The 2011 Tag Team of the Year has been taken out in the first round because Hot Like Lava's interference. What an exciting match. What an exciting...